Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's a really exciting day for us here at the city. We're officially unveiling what we believe is a significant improvement on a service that the city has long offered to our residents, a brand new HNL 311 system. Many of you are already familiar with the fact that Honolulu 311, the pre-existing system, was the mechanism by which our residents used to report issues in their communities that fell under the city's jurisdiction to try and solve, right? We're talking things like potholes, clogged storm drains, cracks in the sidewalk, street lights that didn't work, road signs that were faded. If these are issues in your community that need to be addressed, right? This Honolulu HNL 311 system was the way that you could notify the city that there was some work that needed to be done. We're here today because the existing system, the predecessor, if you will, of the system that we're announcing today, was created and managed by a third-party vendor, one that charged us a pretty significant sum for that service, and one that frankly placed some limitations on how we within the city were able to manage that system. Limitations that at times made it inefficient and ineffective for us to try and resolve the issues that our residents were reporting in a timely manner. And so our Department of Information Technology, led by Director Brian McKee, who's going to be speaking with you guys later this morning, has built this system brand new internally from the ground up. A system that, again, we believe marks a significant improvement, makes it much easier and simpler and more streamlined for our residents to file those issues, makes it easier for city departments to manage those issues once they've been reported, and hopefully will increase the speed in which we can get to all of those issues that our residents are reporting that need to have some sort of action addressed. So we have a lot of people that I'd like you to hear from this morning. We're going to have a demonstration of the new app, but to kick things off, I'd like to introduce Mayor Rick Blangiardi to say a few words.
Thank you. Well, let me just say, wow, Ian, you just nailed it, man. You just said the whole thing and everything that needs to be said, but there's a lot more detail to come. Let me just offer from my perspective. I came into this job as mayor having spent 43 years in media, which was really a technology-driven industry, especially in the 4 decades that I got to be in that. And we looked initially here what the city was doing, and we realized there was a lot of room for improvement even back then, especially on the dawn of where we are with so many different things happening in the technical world that we live in, not the least of which is now AI. In our efforts to say we want to modernize the city, really that really manifests in a lot of ways. We really felt that the city had underinvested in IT, and quite honestly, we had a big gap to fill. But all of it, in our thinking, was designed to how can we better improve, the situation for people using the city services. How can we make it easier for them? How can we be more effective with them? So some of that has involved new technologies and new thinkings. And other, as Ian just said, I'm really, really looking forward to this demonstration because it's been in the works, is what can we take that we were already doing and improve it to make it better? Because this concept made great sense. But, every concept is always predicated on how well can you execute it. And it really wasn't being executed to our satisfaction. I'm so proud of Brian McKee and the innovation in his team, and we'll talk about this, to be able to do this just simply because we wanted to. We wanted to make it better for people, as Ian outlined, for those problems or whatever. They figured, how do I get this fixed? Who can I talk to? How do we get this on somebody's radar screen? That's what this morning's about. So I'm very anxious to watch this presentation. I'm very proud of the work of our Department of Information Technology. We don't get a chance often to sing enough praises here, but in my opinion, given where we were 5 years ago coming in, where we are today and where we will be, we are definitely on the right track, and I'm very, very proud of that because all that means for the public is just better service from the city. So with that, I don't know, I turn it back to you. Bring up Brian McKee.
I appreciate it. My name is Brian McKee. I'm the head of DIT. This application was built in-house, as has been stated, and I have some of the developers right here in the room with me. I'm really, really proud of the talent that we've got here. We've got a top-notch development house here. It's been, my predecessor built it from the ground up, and I'm really proud of some of the stuff they're able to do. It's crazy. Obviously, the mayor is always trying to get in touch with the people. He's a man of the people. You've seen him at the town halls at the neighborhood boards. He wants to get in touch with people. This is kind of the front line for us. There are 32 departments here at the city. If you have a problem out there, you don't have to know which department to call. I mean, which department out there would be in terms of, you know, you have a problem with feral chickens or a pothole. You don't have to know. You go out here. It's a very simple interface that they've designed. You put down what the problem is. It gets routed to the assigned department, and they'll take care of it. And if you register, then you'll get a call back and get resolution to your problem. So we don't want to get into the underlying technology, but I think you guys are going to like it. I hope you go through the department's demo here and get a good look at it. I think it's really easy to use. It'll be intuitive for everybody. I encourage you to go out to the website. I encourage you to go out to the App Store, download it, and use it. So I think we've got a demo set up. This is Nancy Vo, who's going to take us through it.
Okay, so there's two ways in accessing our new HNL 311 application. The first way is through our web browser by typing in hnl311.com in our address bar. Okay, the second way is, like Director McKee said, we have a mobile app available for you to download in the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. So here, if you bring up the mobile app here, you will see something like this. And for the purpose of today's demo, we'll be using our mobile app. In this screen here, I am going to submit a request, okay? At Thanksgiving, I took some time to enjoy the parks, and I observed someone feeding feral cats. So I am going to make a request to see if our Parks Department can do something about it, right? So first things first, I am going to click on Request Service. Here, you will have two options. You can create as yourself, okay? When you create as yourself, you will get a status back from the city, okay, to see where your request is and at what stage it is. Or you can create anonymously. We understand there's some constituents out there that will want to submit anonymously. But in this case, I want the city to get back to me in this demo. So I'm going to select the first option to request as myself. Here, I will log in with my HNL.info account. This is an account I think a lot of you may have been very familiar with. This is the account that you folks utilize to register for parks activities or things like that. Anything that is related to our city services that needs a login is our HNL.info. If you don't have an account, don't worry. You guys can always sign up for free by clicking on the sign up button. Okay, so I am going to log in here. Okay, once I log in, I am going to start my request. Now, from start to finish, it's going to take me less than 2 minutes. All right, so creating as myself, I'm observing this person feeding feral cats at a beach and park, so I'm going to select beach and park. And then the issue type, I'm going to type in animal. And then once I do that, I would then select animal and pests. Then I would describe what I've observed. I'm going to be as detailed as possible. So at 6:30, I was walking through the park, and I observed a couple feeding cats. And there were about 15 to 20 cats, believe it or not, 15 to 20 cats that was either out on the field or on the sidewalk at our Central Oahu Regional Park. So I'll fill that information up. I also took a picture. So I'm going to upload a picture. Now this picture, I took it through my camera on my mobile device. So I'm going to select that picture. And then I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to put in Central Oahu Regional Park as my location. Now if I'm actually at that location and I have my location on my phone turned on, I can easily just grab the location from my mobile device. But because I'm not there, I'm just going to type in Central Oahu Regional Park. And it will automatically drop a pin at that location. Okay? And I'm looking at this, I'm like, you're going to be asked whether or not you want this request to be viewed by the public. Okay? I'm going to say yes. Then the reason is because maybe somebody else did the same observation as me. Okay? So we don't have duplicate submission. So I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to let the public see that I did submit this. All right? And then I'm going to click on submit. And so that's it. I submitted my request to the city, and the city department will handle this, okay? Once I submit it, Tina, can we submit? Did you submit? Okay, all right. So once I submit, I can see that, right now you can see the green button on the top. It says it gives a status as received. So it's been sent to the city department. And all that good stuff that I inputted in my previous screen is also there, available for the public to look at. Okay, and that's it for my demo. I'm going to turn the stage back to Ian.
So a couple of things about the app as Nancy just described it. DIT has gone through great lengths to make it as easy as possible for our residents to report issues using this app. In the previous iteration of the app, in order to report an issue of a certain type, you had to navigate this sort of cascading waterfall of drop-down menus to try to find the issue that you were looking for. The system has been updated so that all you have to do is simply type in some keywords of the type of issue that you're looking to report, sidewalk or storm drain or street light, and all of the issues pertaining to those keywords will come up, making it really easy for you as the reporting person who has this issue in their community that needs to be addressed to send it in through the app. One other thing that I really want to explain that is important for our residents to understand is when you submit an issue of a certain type, the system has been configured to skip any sort of middleman who would be responsible for delegating that issue out to a specific department. So depending on the issue that you're reporting, right, if it's a broken a sidewalk issue or if it's a parks issue like Nancy just submitted, that issue doesn't come to some receiving desk and sit in a backlog waiting to be assigned. The system is configured to take that request and send it directly to the department that's responsible for resolving that request. So in that case, that request for service goes directly to the Parks Department and is then assigned for action by someone directly within the department that's responsible for resolving that issue. So this has been just a quick demonstration. There are dozens of issues that can be reported by our residents for action by the city. Again, we encourage everyone to visit HNL311.com or your mobile device's app store and search HNL311 to download the app, sign up for an account, and help us really keep our community a great place by letting us know about issues in your community that need to be fixed.